everybody.
Yo, what's good?
Welcome everybody to Sandwich Shock Live. I'm your host, Carlos Parisi. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my chance to hang out with some friends. We each make sandwiches in our own kitchens, and then we just hang out. It all started, if you ever checked out the Sandwich Talk podcast, the original one, I eat sandwiches with a friend in the podcast studio. 3 different sandwiches from one place. And then once COVID happened, we started doing this. So it evolved to something a lot bigger, and I'm super happy to be here. Welcome everybody to my kitchen. For those of you just joining the show, we have a guest every single show from a different area of the world here in the city of Detroit. Or from anywhere, really. But today, I'm happy to say we have 2 guests. We got a power couple. These 2 have started doing some different things in the food world here in Detroit, taking pictures, going and checking out new places, talking with new people, making sure that they can discover all the flavors and then project that and make sure that everybody else knows about them. And I think that they're really cool. So I'd like everybody to check out Caroline and Ryan, otherwise known as Peanut Butter and Bacon. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us, and welcome to our kitchen.
Awesome, guys. Where do you guys live?
We live in Royal Oak, 11 Mile or Campbell, just south of 11 Mile on 6th Street. So we've been here since November. I was born and raised in Warren, lived there for 36 years, and we just moved here, bought this house last year. We love it here. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't own this apartment at all.
No.
I have been living here for 7 years.
Holy moly.
And at this point, geez, I paid enough for it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's like to live somewhere for 7 years, because I'm born and raised in LA. So you can tell with the Lakers jersey.
Congratulations to you then.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so excited about it. Another championship for us. And I've only lived in Michigan for 3 years. So.
Okay, cool. What made you move to Michigan?
The job. So I worked as an aerospace engineer for about 6 years, and I was offered a job to do some automotive work, and I decided to take it. I was kind of at a point in my career where I'm kind of like, you know what, I need some change. And so I didn't know it was going to be in Michigan. I didn't know anybody here actually when I first moved out here, and people thought I was crazy, but it ended up working for the best.
Hell yeah. Congratulations. I'm glad it kind of worked out. Obviously, it worked out for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a food blog.
You guys became like a food power couple. How did it get started? I honestly have no idea how you guys just kind of started doing this.
Yeah, I've thought about doing it for years. I don't know in what capacity or whatnot, and I'm not sure that we're doing it necessarily in the capacity that I was expecting to, but yeah, I think I bought a website about 4 years ago called frontofthehousedetroit.com, and I bought it, and I had no idea how to actually run a website, so I just sat there stagnant. We met not through food, but through volleyball, but food has been a constant source of connection between both of us. And I was really early on, I just mentioned the idea that, I want to do something in the food scene. She's an engineer in the automotive industry. I'm a sales manager or a sales engineer in the automotive industry as well. So, we don't do anything connected to food, but I want to feel more connected to Detroit and to the food industry. So told her about the website I had, a few ideas that I had. So we conceptualized on building a website together. She's like, I can make a website. I'm like, awesome. So I think
he couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't, yeah. So I think we were thinking about names, and Double Trouble Detroit, I think, was the name we were originally going to do. And so I think we did an Instagram, Double Trouble Detroit, and we were building the website. And then Peanut Butter Bacon actually came because Double Trouble there was nothing connected to food there. And Peanut Butter Bacon was something that we talked about late at night. It was probably within the first 2 months of us being together. And we were talking, we both had this urge for like peanut butter and bacon. And we're like, we should make a peanut butter and bacon sandwich. And probably one of the most memorable date nights that I've had with her to date is where we just went out and we sourced like 4 different types of bread, 4 different types of bacon, 4 different types of peanut butter, and we put them all together, and we had a peanut butter and bacon night with a little bit of bourbon back at my house, and we just sat by the fire, and it was just an amazing night. And so I'm like, hey, peanut butter bacon, it kind of brought us together. It's one of my most memorable times with you. Why don't we throw that and make that the name for our blog? And that's where it came from.
That's beautiful. Good job, guys.
Yeah,
that's really awesome.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we just love food, right? So the reason that we have our blog is we just like taking pictures of our food. We love talking about food. We love supporting local. All I do is eat local. I haven't eaten fast food since 2008. If there's more than 3, if they haven't started in Michigan, I probably won't eat there ever again. I'm just super hyper local. I just like I just like supporting our scene. So but at the end of the day, we just take pictures and people follow us. We're nobody special, whatnot. Like I'm idolize like everything that you're doing. Like I remember so we met you at Easter Market, March 12th. It was the day before everything shut down.
That's
like
right.
March 13th, the whole world shut down, right? And it was March 12th, and I think I was playing, I don't know what I was doing. I was on my phone, and she was talking to you. Like, who is this guy? I didn't know who you were. She's talking to you, and she keeps talking to you, and she's like waving me over. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I'm like, just buy the chips. Come on. So, so I come over, and we talk to you, and we probably talked to you about 15 or 20 minutes, and just had an amazing conversation with you, and we connected. Obviously, we bought some guac and some salsa. I think you threw in some chips. Appreciate that. So we've had Aunt Nee's before. I know we've purchased it again recently. So we love supporting that brand. But it was interesting when we met you, because I just come on, let's go. And then we found somebody, like, you're super, super cool, right? I mean, you do so much for the food industry. You don't just host this podcast. I saw your Detroit Eats episode on RSVP Detroit with Midnight Temple, which I'm embarrassed to say have been on my radar for about 6 months, and I've never had them. And I know.
So good. Mind blowing.
I know there's Indian restaurants. There's, all the cuisines are represented here, but there's limited. I don't think there's really a great Indian representation of food here, and I'm hoping that they change that mindset for that cuisine. I saw some of your Deadline Detroit stuff on Detroit Digest. I mean, you're doing it, and you're doing the chips and the guac and the salsa. You're doing pop-ups. We saw you at your Taco Tuesday pop-up with Felony Provisions a month ago at Second Best. I remember you talked about Swerve. You were doing a little bit of that on Sundays. We haven't been able to check that out yet. I'm not sure if you're still doing that. I mean, you're literally everywhere. So we idolize you. We're gracious to be on this.
Kahana too.
And Kahana, yeah, Pakistani street food, man. Oh, we'll be there November 3rd. We're gonna be there at Batch Brewing. Batch Brewing's one of my favorite breweries, and I need to try this food. So for sure, both the vegan and the non-vegan. I think the vegan you said was the better option.
It depends. We've got the butter chicken sandwich, which is non-vegan, and that is one of the best chicken sandwiches in the city. People say that it's the best chicken sandwich I've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we go to fancy places and we take pictures, but you're actually living it every day. So we appreciate what you do.
Thank you very much. That means so much, because you wake up in the morning, you feel like, am I doing the right thing? Should I keep going? So thank you so much for encouraging me to keep going.
Yeah, no worries.
Right. We were actually joking that like Ryan was going to do all the talking.
Yeah, I'll try to stop. I'll try not to talk as much, so I apologize.
I do want to add, though, that, like Brian was mentioning, like all we do is take pictures. But I think from the blog, so we've been doing this for about a year now, a little bit over a year. We've learned and gotten to know people's stories in the industry, specifically some of the chefs, some of the local chefs, and to the point where, like, they become really good friends to us. I think that's what I find really rewarding, and what I enjoy the most about food blogging. It's not just about taking the pictures, it's about like supporting local businesses and hearing their stories, how everybody got started. So yeah, it was cool.
I think, to me, a story is what kind of makes the flavors. If you can experience a meal with somebody doing a certain thing, building on all of that, it just makes it so much better for me. And that's what I really appreciate. I mean, food to me is the story. It's the journey. It's the process. It's the people that you share it with. That's what creates a flavor for me. You know, you could be served one of the best meals you've ever been served before, but if it's by a chef that hates his life and comes over here and decides that he doesn't even want to experience something nice with you, then it's probably not going to be that good.
Right. And you can taste it too. You can taste like people's feelings.
Yeah, totally. All right, well, let's jump in because we got to talk sandwiches, guys. We have to talk a little bit about what we're doing here. I need to know. So peanut butter and bacon, for me, that's a great sandwich combination. But do you guys have a favorite sandwich that you do?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I leave it to professionals more often than not. I don't make a whole lot of sandwiches when I, you know, if and when you check out our fridge, we don't really have much other than alcohol in there. You know, we leave it to the professionals. So I'll tell you, if you want to say your favorite sandwich, I'm going to run down a few of my favorites.
Yeah, I'll go first since he likes to talk too much. So I have to think about this a little bit. But so it depends on the time of day. So like for the most part, I like a caprese sandwich, just like a nice, you know, there's fresh mozz in my sandwich, and pretty much anything with prosciutto in it. So yes, I love prosciutto in my sandwiches. But like for a nightcap, for some reason I always turn to like a peanut butter and banana sandwich, just like a glass of milk. It's nice and simple, but it does the job, right? Cool. And peanut butter has to be with me. I'm a creamy person, not a crunchy.
Oh, that's important. So creamy over crunchy.
Yes, creamy over crunchy for me.
Yeah, so for myself, growing up on the east side in Warren, you actually went there a few weeks ago for the first time, but the sandwich I've eaten most in my entire life is the Ventimiglia sub. I'll tell you, the Italian is their #1 seller, but you're missing out if you're not getting the prosciutto. You're missing out if you're not getting it on hard roll. You're missing out if you don't get the peppers. And I throw in a little onion just for kick. That is legit. I eat that as much as I can. I love it. We live out in Royal Oak. We still drive all the way out there for it. It's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, in my opinion. As far as
I'm so happy. I went there and I ordered exactly what you specified. I'm so happy that I did that.
I'm so happy you did too. As far as some of the newcomers, I mean, how can you not? That Balkan house doner kebab is just absolutely amazing. I can't eat it enough. Love getting down to Dearborn, to Huma's. The chicken on French bread has to be French bread. I think it's $5 out the door. It's stupid good. And then I will swear by Rocco's down in Detroit. I think that their mozz and mozz, I don't even need the prosciutto. She gets it with prosciutto. Honestly, the flavor, even without the prosciutto, just the mozz and mozz is absolutely mind blowing. And their sleeper thing there is the pasta salad, a $3 little side. It is the best pasta salad I've ever had in my entire life. You would never hear me ever brag about a pasta salad, but this one is worth getting. Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever had the pasta salad.
You're missing out.
I love it.
On one of my many Rocco's trips coming up, I'm going to go get the pasta salad.
There you go.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about. I want to see this alcohol fridge. Show me your fridge.
No, well, the alcohol, it's not an alcohol fridge. So I'm a bourbon connoisseur, right? So we're not going to get in the basement. I've got about 85 bourbons down there. We've got a little
more like 100.
We've got a bourbon cart up here for all my mixers, because I do a lot of cocktails. My favorite cocktail, if you ever want to know, I could always shoot you that. And then we've got a wine cabinet here. As far as the bourbon fridge, yeah, we can go over here. We'll take a look. Let me unplug something real quick. Oh, well, let's first start off. Every time we enter the kitchen, let's see if I can get it here. There's my boy. You see him? No?
Who's that?
That is Anthony Bourdain, of course.
Oh, the man.
Yeah, so every time we enter the kitchen, Anthony Bourdain is looking over us. I'll scoot you over here. Obviously, this is where we'll be cooking our food. We've got the food already laid out here. I've got the pan already going. It's nice, hot, and fresh.
Good idea.
As far as the kitchen, let's see. So I'm a hot sauce connoisseur. So your side hustle is chips and guac. If I had a side hustle, and when I do, it's going to be it's gonna be hot sauce for sure. So
Oh,
these two things right here, these are unnamed. My parents know a guy at a bar. I don't know his name. I don't know what these are called. These are some of the hottest sauces I've ever had. One's mango, one's regular. Absolutely amazing. I need to connect with him. We've got a ton of hot sauce right here. And then beer, I mean, we've got a ton of beer here. So she likes her hard seltzers. This is outside hard seltzers. I like whatever fresh and low session IPAs. So right now the Mosaic was the freshest single hop IPA that I could find. So I stocked up on those. And there's a little bit of story. Yeah, so we got whole kimchi. That's a must. Got the miso. That's a must. Got a little bit of leftovers. And there's a story behind this. I actually did a food challenge yesterday at New Age Cafe out in, where the hell is it? Mountain Road, or no, sorry, Hall Road and Romeo Plank. I think that's Clinton Township. No, it's Macomb Township. It was their spicy Kona bowl. Con, I apologize. Spicy con bowl. It was about 3.5 sizes the time of a regular ramen, and it was 7 million Scoville units. He threw every pepper he could into that, plus capsaicin. Haven't actually posted the video yet on our page, but it is coming. Whether I finish it or not, I'll leave that up to. I'll wait till actually.
We good? Oh. Did we lose you? Maybe. The fun thing about this show is that it's live. And who knows what's going on? Can you guys hear me? Let's see here.
We back.
All right, you're back. You guys can hear me.
So when we unplug something and then try to plug it in, it went to sleep because my computer hates me. So I apologize.
No worries. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can definitely hear you. So obviously by the leftovers in my fridge, I've given away the fact that I did not complete that damn challenge. It's one of the hottest things that I've ever eaten in my entire life. I've done stuff like this. That's the one chip challenge. This is the brand new 2021. I'll be doing that in a week or so. Those things are a piece of cake. This thing is the real freaking deal. I'm still paying for it today.
All right, awesome. So let me ask you guys. Well, first thing I need to ask you: can you see me okay?
Can see you play it perfect.
Am I laggy or am I good?
You good?
All right, and you can still hear me?
Yep.
All right, and are you hungry?
Of course.
Always.
And what are you guys gonna make?
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. We're making peanut butter and bacon sandwiches.
Yeah. I was actually thinking, should I make a peanut butter and bacon sandwich? But no, it's like walking into a dance and we're wearing the same dress. I don't think we can do that. If
you want to have a sandwich off, I'm all about it. You want to make your version, I'll make mine. We'll put it to the test.
No, I'm gonna do something different today. In my mind, the one thing that I've been craving for a little while now is a chicken parm. I'm gonna do a chicken parm from scratch. We're gonna try it out.
I love anything from scratch. That sounds fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Usually don't have it in a sandwich. Usually it's over spaghetti.
Right. I've got a nice bolillo bun, the OG real deal. I'm gonna do one sandwich for me, and then I'm just gonna make a bunch of chicken extra. But let's hop into this Cosmara Club commercial real quick, and then let's get to cooking. You guys ready?
For sure.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. All right, Sandwich Talk is brought to you by Cosmara Club. Inspired by the history and traditions of Italian Amaro, these beautifully Detroit-based non-alcoholic soda beverages are balanced, buoyant, and food-friendly. Highlighting the natural vibrancy of farm ingredients, you can find them all over the country today with 4 varieties available at CosmaraClub.com or just hop into almost any specialty store within Metro Detroit, within the United States. We've got them. Go to a liquor store, they probably have them too. Why? Because they mix super well with liquor. Why not? Because they're super good as a hangover cure. I drink a lot of them, and I'm out. That's why I drink a lot. I'm out right now, and I'm set. And Jason, my friend who owns Cosmar Club, if you're watching this, I need more. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, thank you. You don't know this, but I've had that before. We had it. Cass at City Ramen gave me a sample of it. It's the Amaro one's absolutely fantastic.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who decides to make an Amaro inspired soda beverage? Super good.
It's delicious.
I had the lowest of expectations. I was super surprised. I can tell you that.
All right. I am. There we go. I am starting to crack some eggs here. I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna start making some chicken.
Yep. Perfect. So we're going to start making some too. So we've got some bacon from Farm Field Table right here. Legit. That's the bacon to get right here. It's awesome having a butcher shop so close to us that, that you can literally get any cut that you want from them. As far as bread, we go to Crispelli Bread on Main Street in 12. That is literally the only place we get source bread from. This is their sourdough, obviously made fresh today, and it is sliced. And then for peanut butter, we got super fancy. We went with a company out of Ohio called Jif.
Whoa. Locals only, okay.
No. We know of a peanut butter out in the west side of the state. We think Jif actually works better than theirs, so that's what we go with. I'm gonna put on my peanut butter and bacon apron, and I'm gonna start cooking, and then she can stay in front of the camera. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be cooking the bacon, which
we're gonna have to go show it. Yeah,
for sure.
For the folks at home that are wondering what I'm doing, I'm mixing up 3 eggs along with a little bit of milk that I put in here beforehand. I tossed in some milk. What I'm going to do is I got some pre-cut chicken here. Just going to let that soak in here for like a second. It's recommended to do that for a lot more than a second, but to me, I don't matter. It's fine. It's soaking. It's going to get the dredge in there anyway. So you guys do cut bacon, or do you guys do the old?
Well, I mean, come on. Yeah, of course it's thick cut bacon.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, bring it over here. We'll start putting it in.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Is that a good view? Can you see that?
Oh, I can see it all right for sure.
Can't live with this.
All right, so we got that sizzle. That's what we're looking for. Not too high of a sizzle though. So we've got this on a medium-high heat. Using a similar pan to what I think Jewel was using last week. This is the cast iron with the grill marks on it. No specific brand, but I use this thing more than I use anything else.
Love it.
And of course, the small bacon. Now, I caught something that you said recently. You said you don't love bacon. That hurt my feelings a little bit. When I can't think of any meal that I would want without bacon.
It's not that I don't love bacon. I just don't think that bacon is the end all be all. That's all.
That's fair.
A lot of people tend to think that if it doesn't have bacon, then it doesn't matter. For me, I love bacon. I use bacon often, but I don't need bacon in my life.
For sure. All right, so question for you. What's the best thing that you've had this year so far? I mean, I know that we've been restricted by COVID and you haven't eaten out a whole bunch, been cooking a lot more, but is there something that stands out that maybe you made yourself or that you went out and ate that you just really enjoyed?
This year was the birth of the chicken sandwich that we started doing with Kana. And I think that sandwich was by far one of the best sandwiches that I've ever had, because not just because we're making it, but because it's truly a chicken sandwich that satiates my craving for a chicken sandwich. But I have to say that in COVID, in doing this podcast, one of the best things that I've been able to make has been the shrimp ceviche sandwich that I did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I did that sandwich on this podcast with, I'm not sure if you've had the chance to meet him, Godwin Ihintuge, Chef Godwin from Yum Village.
Yeah.
So he and I did the podcast together, and I made the sandwich on there, and I loved it so much. I ended up taking the leftover ceviche over to Yum Village, and then thought about if I was going to do a pop up again, I might as well just do that sandwich. And I ended up doing that sandwich twice for pop up since.
Wow. So Chef Godwin was doing pop ups at where Midnight Temple's doing theirs, right? One night when we were drinking at Easter Market. Unfortunately, we just filled our bellies with some sandwiches from Saffron des Soirs before they closed down. But yeah, Chef Godwin.
I don't think that's unfortunate. You guys got it. You guys, hey, Saffron des Soirs rocks.
Yeah, for sure.
We were able to do an episode of Detroit Digest with them right before COVID, and I'm glad that we did because we got to try everything on the menu.
Yeah, definitely good food and super unique flavors.
Oh, yeah. So in here, you might be wondering if what kind of breading I'm using. I'm just using some Italian breadcrumbs here, real simple panko breadcrumbs rather. And then I put in some extra Parmesan, grated Parmesan in here. And that is all. Big old piece of chicken left, and I don't think I got enough breadcrumbs. Nope. That's okay. We're just going to batter this boy.
We got a pound of bacon. I'm making it all because why not?
Yeah. 1 pound, 1 sandwich.
Sorry, I'm acting as sous chef right now. Can't see the background.
Killing it.
Yes.
So I love, even after cooking, you still get a nice thickness to it. I mean, it's the fat renders out of this stuff, but I mean, this bacon's on an absolute another level.
Hell yeah. Let's see, I think I got more breadcrumbs up here. Yeah, more breadcrumbs. Boom. Here's some more Parmesan, boy. I've got my oven preheated too because I have some Parmesan. I also have some fresh mozzarella. Now, you're not supposed to use fresh mozzarella for chicken Parmesan, but I am because I don't care. I like
the way to go, like I said.
What'd you say?
Remember earlier I was like, fresh mozz is the way to go. This is the way to go. Always gonna
Why
go.
did you say that? Because it justifies the decision. That's that much more.
Yes.
All right, so for my bread, we're just gonna toast it. I'm not gonna do anything fancy with it. Obviously, it's thick, so we're gonna cut it in half, and then I'll just throw it on the toaster.
Hell yeah! All right, I got the tongs here. Yeah.
You need a chopping board?
I need the toaster plug in. Let's bring it over here.
All right.
Holy crap. Actually, you can toast it here. No, don't plug the laptop. Unplug the laptop.
I'm going to take care of all of my disposables after this. The one thing about chicken is it sucks.
Are you making a mess over there?
Oh, yeah. I got chicken, I got eggs.
So I heard recently, Tellway is like your guilty pleasure. It's something you seek out quite often.
We haven't started that.
We live about I'd say less than a mile from there. I took her there for one time. I remember Tellway a lot in my early 20s. 2:00 in the morning was the best thing to get. Obviously open 24 hours. And but I took her back recently.
I don't think I've ever eaten that one by your house. Is it just as good as the one downtown, down near me?
The Tellway?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even know they had one downtown because obviously I grew up on the east side here. No,
yeah.
We only go to the one on 11. The one on 11 Mile and John R.
No, the OG one, like the OG. is on Michigan Avenue. I think in Junction, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, not Junction. It's like Michigan and like something.
So it got smoky in here. We opened up the window. That's smoky goodness, though. With
It's
bacon.
really smoky goodness. It's so good.
I'm getting super crispy over here.
So I didn't hear you. Did you use chicken breast or chicken thigh?
Well, I use chicken breast.
Okay.
But I prefer chicken thigh. I like dark meat. I'm a dark meat boy.
Yeah.
That's where it's at too. I love chicken thigh.
Oh yeah.
Right. How do you like your bacon, crispy or chewy?
Chewy.
Yes. I think Ryan's a crispy guy.
No, chewy all day.
Okay, just kidding.
I like to know. Yeah, what I say about chicken thigh, it's half the price, usually always, of chicken breast, and about 10 times the flavor.
Yeah, totally. It's way fattier and darker, more delicious, more awesome.
All right, so obviously we haven't eaten out as much since COVID, but I can think of one thing that probably the best thing that I've eaten so far here, and it shocks me because it's vegetarian, and it was the cauliflower enchiladas at Grey Ghost, Detroit.
Whoa!
I'm telling you right now, we ordered about 7 things on the menu. It was probably our 4th or 5th time there. And the cauliflower, we were choosing between the hamburger, which I always get there, and the cauliflower enchiladas, which I'm like, I don't know. Ended up getting those, and they blew me away. Literally blew me away. It was amazing.
The team there is outstanding. They have put together such a great menu, and you're right. The burger, easily top 5 in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Easily.
Yep, absolutely.
I definitely rate them within the top 5. What do you guys would say would be your best burgers in the city?
So I mean I'm a Red Coat fan, and I love it. The brasserie, or however you want to pronounce it, that burger with the side onion rings, legit. I think Owl makes a fantastic burger for a diner.
Really?
I really do.
Back when Chef Jason was still at Otis Supply, you know him, rest in peace. I really loved his Speedway burger. So in our website, actually, we did the burger week, and we ranked some of the burgers there too. So the Speedway ended up being our preferred burger out of all the burgers from Burger Week. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, and we're glad Otis is back open. We haven't got a chance to check it out, but with Chef Chris, we hope that we're sure that he's carrying on the tradition as well with some of the food that he's popping out. Anytime Mabel Gray's got a burger on their menu, that's a must order.
That's what I hear. I haven't had it, and I hear that Mabel Gray's burger is outstanding.
Yeah, and then we're big fans of Joe Bar right next door. They have a $10 Tuesday burger, fries and beer for $10. How do you go wrong? You really can't. So and they do it. That's fun. That's awesome.
Chicken's good. Oh yeah, that's hot. It's hot, but it's good.
Yeah, so you usually catch us there on Tuesdays at Joe Bar just for their burger. Again, good deal.
Ooh. They do yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. It's really hot, that's all.
We're letting ours cool down a little bit.
Smart idea. Joe Bar on Tuesdays. One thing that I heard that they do, and I haven't had it yet, is they do a Happy Meal.
Yeah. So if you order out, you get the Happy Meal, and it's something different every week. We prefer to eat in. You don't get the meal. You don't get the toy with. You get the same deal without the toy if you eat in. I just like my food as hot as possible, so I prefer to eat my fries warm. So we prefer to eat there. But the Happy Meal is a fantastic deal. And it's usually supporting a local shop or in and around Hazel Park.
I love that. I love that.
Absolutely.
Work the knife on camera.
I'm licking the knife because there's peanut butter on it.
Oh yeah, good deal.
I still need to make my sandwich. I know. It's gonna have to look
Okay, I'm not even close, guys. I'm not even close. We have time. We still have.
No. We're gonna have this, and we'll probably have dessert after, waiting for you to get finished.
Oh,
This is so here's another added benefit of the peanut butter bacon sandwich is it's done super quick. So if you're in a hurry.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked. I'm just slicing the fresh mozzarella now. Get a little piece for me right here. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Stupid simple. We do throw bananas on it sometimes, and you're getting to the Elvis territory. I think banana's a nice little sweet component to it. Breaks up all the fat of the peanut butter and the bacon, but we omitted it today.
That's okay. Oh yeah. Good. Crispy ass chicken right here.
So what's your guilty pleasure food?
I mean, it's all a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's all everything you eat's guilty pleasure. All right.
I guess I don't feel really all that guilty anymore.
You just do
I was okay to eat whatever the hell I wanted, so I just kept doing it.
For sure.
I don't know. I guess if I were to say guilty pleasure, let me think here. That's a really good question. Probably. I love milkshakes. I really
Yes, I love milkshakes too. I had one yesterday.
love milkshakes.
The irony for me though is that I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh,
but I
yeah.
don't care.
This girl
No,
eats.
I guess we could not.
bubble teas like every day.
I'm just gonna cut this open. Just double check that we're good here.
Okay.
Oh, that chicken good. Woo! Gonna be a sauce. All right. So what I am doing now, I have this sauce that I already made. Off to the side here. Oh yeah. You see that boy? Oh, marinara boy right there.
Oh hell yeah! You made that.
Hell yeah. Got some chunks of meat.
Love it.
Toss some of that boy right on there. Boom. 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 Then we'll save the rest for the sandwich. But in the meantime, we got the fresh mozzarella.
You know, there's something about fresh mozz. It doesn't pack the same flavor that some of the other cheeses does, but in a good way. And I like funky cheese, but you get that pillowiness, and you take a bite of that pillowiness of the fresh mozz. It really makes a sandwich.
What else?
Oh, by the way, pro tip, Ventimiglia's, you can sub their provolone for fresh mozz. They'll go right to their deli counter, and they'll throw fresh mozz on that bad boy for you.
Can I just add it?
Yeah, so you say you can add it, or you can sub it for the provolone.
I would just add it.
Yeah, I mean, more cheese the better, right?
Right? All right, so I got here this fresh bun here. I'm just going to toss this in the oven real quick. Get it toasty, and I'm going to take it out. I'm going to put fresh oil on it. I'm going to scrape some fresh parm on there. I'm going to do some basil. I'm going to put some more sauce on it. It's going to be a real screwy sandwich. I'm really excited. I've got mozzarella to just eat by myself when I'm done with the podcast. Hell yeah.
No, the girlfriend's going to take some.
Yeah.
She's not here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm gonna eat some more bacon.
All right, quick scrub down of the old cutting board. Make sure that we are fresh and ready because we're using chicken.
I can't.
Thanks.
Ooh, I'm smelling it in the oven. I can smell the oven.
So that's, you can't see, can you?
Oh yeah, let's see it. Damn, guys. So did you? I'm sorry,
Mine's a little more. sexy than hers. I think she put about 2 pieces of bacon on. I put
I only
about
put one.
12 of mine.
Okay, first of all, it's because he took all the bacon.
There's plenty of bacon left. Don't listen to her.
So, okay, let's see. There's 3/4 of a pound of bacon on your sandwich, and
Yes.
then there's only 1/4 of a pound of bacon on your sandwich.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, perfect. Toasty bread. Boom. Nice little toasting on it.
Better.
It's better.
Better.
Oh my gosh.
Better. He's busy cooking.
I'm just showing it for our viewers. Maybe that's better now.
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Do some fresh olive oil on here. Oh yeah, that's a lot of olive oil. Just gonna spread that with my knife because why not? Mat that down. Fresh olive oil. I love olive oil. We're gonna do some fresh grated parm on this boy.
Olive oil goes well with everything, for sure.
Are you a coffee guy?
Yeah, I'm a black coffee guy.
Black coffee, same here. Same here. You got a favorite coffee?
Anthology. Till I die.
What's that?
Anthology.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, we don't make it down there quite often to do it, but now that we White Wolf in Clawson, they source Anthology now, so we're able to pick some up. I'm a big right now we've got two beans. We've anything Madcap for sure. I mean legit out of Grand Rapids, but bang for your buck. White Pine stuff is legit. This is the Tanzania blend. It's probably the latest single origin blend. I buy 2.5 pounds of that stuff. I mean, I go through. I mean, now that we're working from home, if I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I drank 6 cups of coffee, man. Like legit, morning to night.
I was doing 7 cups of coffee back when I worked a corporate job.
Good Lord.
It was bad. It was really bad.
I mean, it was a way to get you out of your desk, right? Like, I'm not a smoker, so way to get you out of your desk, go get a cup of coffee, walk around. And
exactly. You go get a cup of coffee, you say hello to a couple of people, you end up blowing a half hour, and then you go back to your desk, and then you continue to just look like you're busy.
Corporate life at its finest.
Do you have a favorite drink, Carlos?
Do I have a favorite what?
Drink.
I thought you had a favorite gin, and I was like, wow, that's a specific question. Favorite gin?
No, we didn't say favorite. I said you didn't drink, and she's like, well, maybe,
yeah, I don't drink often, but if I do, I drink Dos Equis. Just kidding.
Wasn't judging at all.
No, I don't know. I think I like tequila and I like mezcal. Those are the 2 drinks that, like, if I were to have a drink or a quick sip of something alcoholic, I like those. Why? It reminds me of home. I have been able to taste a bunch of different flavors. Aside from that, too, I at the beginning of the year in January, I became a level 1 sake advisor, like a sake som, and I love sake. I think sake is just a really interesting alcohol, just because you learn so much that has to do with sake in terms of like the Japanese tradition, and then vice versa. You learn a lot about the Japanese tradition because of sake, and the whole the whole country in Japan is you can trace it all back to what is rice. Rice is what built Japan, and from there you have sake as well. So I think that's one of the most interesting beverages to me, alcoholic beverages to me, because of its story.
That's so cool. Actually, one of the dreams or one of the goals is for me, not sake, but to get my level 1 wine som cert at some point, and then also eventually go to Japan. We actually before COVID, we had a trip to go to Japan scheduled, and that kind of fell through. We were gonna do a ramen tour and try all different sushis. Well, because we heard that sushi there was really good.
42. Now I'm not doing a tour. I don't do tours. I'm not tours. I had 42 ramen spots that we were going to try to hit as much as possible. I was going to do 3 meals a day for 18 days to try to hit everything.
I got to get from Japan.
You what?
God, this is nuts, guys. This is going to be a beefy sandwich. I'm just going to put a few slices on here, a few pieces.
I wish we didn't live so far away. We would we'd come over and help you finish that.
I got chicken left over, guys. Come on up.
Eat it.
Oh, totally.
All right, let me just put this off to the side somewhere. I think right here is a great spot for this. Boom. All right, quick sandwich assembly. We got here some fresh basil. I love basil. Basil's great. Boom, boom, boom. Larry that boy right on there. What else am I missing? I know exactly what I'm missing. You like garlic?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I mean that's a silly question.
So this is also an Italian favorite. You get this imported from Italy right here. This is garlic right there.
Love it. Wow. I wonder if I can pick that up at Ventimiglia.
Maybe. I know I got this through a friend of mine. He's a customer of mine at Eastern Market. He hooked me up. He got it imported from Italy from a friend.
Okay.
So it's possible.
So how was Eastern Market post when you guys were able to go back? Was it decent?
Well, the thing is, Eastern Market never closed. That's the one thing that people didn't understand. Is Eastern Market
never closed. Oh,
it
wow.
remained open the entire time.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. So it was wild. I mean, I stopped going myself. Hang on a second. I stopped going right when COVID hit. I decided that I was just going to back off, let it kind of all subside for a little bit, and then stay true to quarantine. I did not go out for a little while, and then I started doing the delivery service, which allowed me to deliver to people's homes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Now, that being said,
adapting to the times.
I miss Eastern Market a lot, though.
Sure.
So, in going back and where it is now, Eastern Market, it's not quite like what it used to be. There's a lot less vendors, but it's still something special. What they've done is they've allowed it for less people to come in, so it's a little bit more of a spread out type vibe, and it works. It works really well. We still have our love and respect amongst each other as vendors. It's a giant vendor family there. We all know each other. We've known each other for years. I've been there for 11 years, so you can't take away that kind of family and love.
No, absolutely, completely agree.
All right, let's where are we? Where's our time at?
48 minutes.
Hell yeah. All right, cool. So what we usually do is the Aunt Nee's snack break. But instead, because I don't have Aunt Nee's, I took a long time making this sandwich. I'm going to quickly say Aunt Nee's. Google it. All right.
Wow. We will vouch. So I will vouch for it since you wanted to do a 6-second Aunt Nee's commercial. I'll do a 30-second Aunt Nee's commercial for you. This is not paid, well, unless a random check shows up in my mailbox. So I legit I think I'm the guac master. When people when I go to parties, what are you gonna bring? If someone brings a guac, I want to bring a guac just to challenge them. I want to beat their guac. I think I have the best guac. I will say, if you asked me to do a guac off based on what I ate out of that bowl last time I had Aunt Nee's, I will not challenge you because I can't do that. So I will continue to make my guac, but I will give it up to that. There's a reason why I'm not selling guac and you are.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to try your guacamole. Please, let's definitely do some kind of swap or something. I'd be totally down.
Awesome.
We sell at Eastern Market every single Saturday. That's the only place where you can get the guacamole. Right now, I'm currently working on a way where we can figure out how to get that guacamole widely distributed with a larger shelf life, still remaining all natural with no preservatives. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
All right, let's break into the sandwich. Guys, if you want to do me the favor of just showing me your sandwiches, talk to me layer by layer, and then just take a bite.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously we kept it simple, right? So we went with the Crispelli bread, fresh baked bread, sourdough. We've got the insanely delicious heritage pork, bacon, thick cut as can be. I think we've got about a pound between both of us on here. And then some just simple, you don't have to get too fancy with peanut butter. Just if you like it crunchy, go crunchy. If you like it smooth, go smooth. And then toast the bun and you're it, man. This is the best sandwich there is.
Were they both smooth or was yours crunchy?
Yeah, we're a smooth household, so
Creamy household, yes.
smooth and creamy. Yes.
I love it. I'm the same way. All right, take a bite, guys. Let's see how it looks. That sounds good.
I'm gonna be chewing for 5 minutes. It's awesome.
Peanut butter and bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. All right, well, while you guys are chewing, I'm going to give you the play-by-play on the old sandwich here. This is a chicken parm. I whipped it up real quick. So I got here our bolillo bread. I did olive oil and fresh Parmesan grated below. I then did some breaded and some marinated, or what is it? I breaded some chicken. I breaded some damn chicken and I fried it. And I put some sauce that I made on top of it, along with some fresh mozzarella. Toss that in the oven. Let it melt in. I got some basil on here. I closed it, and I'm about to eat it. Start. Let's cut it in half. Let's show you what's up. Oh yeah, I put some garlic on. Some
And garlic. Imported garlic.
Oh yeah, look at that, baby. Hell yeah.
Beautiful. No, I love it. That's sexy.
That looks so good.
All right, I'm biting in. Here we go. This is the one right here.
Sandwiches are messy.
Oh my god.
It's falling out of his mouth good.
This is so good. The basil adds a lot.
Like, yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that because, like, I'll see ingredients where it's like, when I'm looking at recipes or stuff, it's like basil. Then I go to source it or to buy it, and it's like $3, and I'm like, do I really need the basil? You do need the basil. I promise you need the basil. Pay whatever the market's asking you for it. Get it, and you can save it and use it for other stuff. I mean, basil and tomatoes and mutts. There you go. What do you got? $1.39? See, we need to get out of Royal Oak.
Yeah.
We need to get out of Royal Oak. Come downtown.
At least for buying stuff.
Once you guys move to Detroit, once you do it,
Oh, it's a once you do it.
I'll take you over to Honeybee. I'll let you guys shop on the cheap. It's good.
Awesome. We're pretty diehard to Holiday Market here in Royal Oak on Main Street. Love it. Obviously, we're beer people, and I think they have the best beer selection in town. Ashley, who runs the beer selection there, he's the manager there, is fantastic. But I mean, the food they prep there on site's really good. You pay a little bit more for some prices, but I think it's good. It's a good store.
By the way, I did used to live in Detroit when I first moved out here. And moved out.
What part of the city?
I was actually right by the riverfront. So there's the apartments by the Joe Louis Center. Or I don't know if it's a former Joe Louis Center or what's going on.
Yeah.
I do love the city. Like, I lived in at least a good 5 cities throughout my whole life. So I don't want to say I'm completely a city girl, but I do like living in the city, just because there's so much going on. And Detroit's definitely not an exception to that.
Yeah, I'm a city rat. Oh my god. I'm definitely a city rat. I mean, I've lived in a bunch of different places. Detroit is the city that you want without all of the crazy hustle and bustle.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, I lived in LA, Chicago, Philly. I spent a lot of time in New York City and DC, St. Louis. Yeah, they're all crazy. Maybe not so much St. Louis, but then everywhere else for sure. It can get hectic.
Oh my god, guys, I'm ripping through the sandwich right now. This is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I see that. Yeah, he's not even talking. He's just smashing.
Well, that means you can do all the talking because you've been doing all the talking.
I'm so happy to have you guys on. Are you kidding me? You guys have been so much fun. And we've been trying to hang out, honestly, since right before COVID and then throughout COVID. And now I finally get to have you guys on a podcast. This is awesome to me. Because you guys you've jumped into so many different places. You've been able to like record videos, talk about the things that are going on within these different areas. You're highlighting new spots as well, places that are off the beaten path that I haven't been to. You also talk about the things that I think are secrets, but you're like, yeah, go to Kohong. It's great. I'm like, damn it. You talk about
Yeah.
So thank you guys for always highlighting those awesome places. But let me, I want to make sure that we plug. How can we find more about you guys? How can we learn about you guys? Do we follow you guys' food adventure? What do we need to do?
Yeah, so I mean, we have a website, peanutbutterbacon.com. We're on Instagram. Probably where we're most relevant is on Instagram at peanut butter bacon. I don't know what the IG.
Peanut butter _ bacon.
Yeah.
And we definitely have a Facebook page too. We experimented with a lot of social media, but it seems like the way to go is Instagram. We also have a TikTok. Yeah, we recently got a TikTok.
Yeah, we're not doing anything with TikTok. It's the dumbest platform I've ever seen. I don't know what the hell we're doing on it. But also, I mean, basically, we're just trying to highlight spots like the hidden gems. Like, you know, I'm a little. It takes a lot for me to go. So I say I'm a foodie, but it takes a lot for me to go somewhere new because I know I'm going to get a good meal here. So it's hard to say, well, I'm going to try that because I eat one meal a day, 2 at most. It's like I only have so many meals in my lifetime I can eat. I make sure every meal that I have is top notch. Like I'm not just going to go and get standard food. Like if we go to the bar and I haven't eaten, I'm not just going to get food just because I want to go there or just because I'm hungry. Like legit, I'll wait till I get home, make myself something. I'm crazy like that, but I mean,
you and I are very different people, dude.
Yeah, I know for sure.
Day plus snacks. I try to do everything that I ever can. If it sucks, screw it. I'll go to the place next door.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But legit, I mean, we're just trying to keep businesses, and you know, there's a lot. We go into some of our favorite restaurants, and there's nobody in there. It's like, oh my god. And I know COVID has a lot to do with it. I understand people are scared to go out and eat, but I mean, these guys aren't going to be around. 60% of our restaurants are not going to be around next year. I mean, they couldn't survive at full capacity, and now we've got them at half, and it's just like, it's crazy.
Right. So yeah, so kind of back to like using Instagram as our platform. And I know we talked about like, you know, we got to know people in industry, and that's probably like my favorite part about doing all of it, just doing the food blog. Like we got to hear the stories, and we want to like just hearing the stories. We want to show our support as much as we can, and bring in as many people to them as much as we can using our platform. So hopefully it's been working. I mean, I think we get, you know, thank yous every now and then, definitely from the chefs and definitely from our followers. But you know, we appreciate everybody's support from everybody in the industry as well as like our followers as well.
And I just want to say, from my shirt, I am not a Yelp fan. This is Yelp delete, hashtag Yelp delete right here. I made this shirt myself. That I stole the Yelp logo and I threw a dumpster on top of it. Not a Yelp fan. I don't like what they stand for. I don't like that they are in $1 billion industry and that they're taking it from the local businesses. I don't like anything about it. So $1 billion, whatever. They can go to hell.
Damn. All right. Shots fired, yo. Come at me.
Oh, one more plug. So I think I showed you these aprons, right? So we're just, like I said, we really appreciate people who support us, our followers, the people in industry. These aprons are actually given to us on Christmas, just for friends of ours and followers who really wanted us to continue the blog. They really appreciate the things that we're doing. So it was really cool. I think we got home from a trip to New York, and then all of a sudden these packages, I'm like, where are these from? But yeah.
So if you guys want to make us happy, honestly, reach out to us on DM and just say, hey, I'm gonna be here. Where would you go eat? We love it when people reach out to us. That's what we're here. That's what we're about. I mean, we're showing some of the places we go to, but we've got a plethora of too many suggestions of where to go, whether it's here, whether it's out west, in the state or whatnot. So we love food and we love talking about food, and that's what we want to share.
Right.
I agree, guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. I think you guys are killing it. Another a beautiful addition to the food world, but also just the community overall that we have here in the city. You guys are giving back. You're able to support businesses and then shout out the businesses. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. I appreciate it. I'm happy that we became friends. I think it's really cool, and I can't wait to meet with you guys more. But yeah, I mean, in the meantime, please, everybody, do yourself the favor. Follow Peanut Butter and Bacon for everything that they've been doing. Peanut Butter Bacon on Instagram. You type it in, it's going to show up. You just press follow and then just check out the food adventures. You're going to have fun doing it. I have fun doing it. They go to places that I've never even been to, and I want to check it out. So make sure that you check it out too. For everybody at home, you know that I had a great time doing this. This is Sandwich Shop. We're a Planet Ant podcast. something we've been doing for a little while. You can check out the OG podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, any way that you listen to a podcast. These videos are always available on YouTube. Right when you get done watching this, it's going to be there. And it's going to be there forever, at least as long as YouTube is around. After that, you can also check out the rest of the Planet Ant podcast by just checking out the rest of the Planet Ant podcast network. Aside from that, I need to thank for the ad read music and the intro music. Those are Lobby Time and Bushwick Tarantella, both by Kevin MacLeod. I need to thank Parker Hammond. I need to thank Mike McGittigan for being part of the show today, helping us put the show on Planet Ant. Darren Shelton for everything that he's been doing with Planet Ant and the network. I want to thank all the Planet Ant stars that are doing things like Kumquat Corner and Boxed In with Friends. All of these different shows that are going on right now. Mask Off, Fan to Fan. Anyway, going on and on and on. Other names that we need to mention: Zach Bridges, Danny Veer, Mike Gruber, Carl Malone. Of course, my chief, Miles O'Brien. If you've ever watched the show, you know who those people are. Thank you for everybody watching the show. Thank you guys for being a part of the show again. I had a great time. I hope everybody at home got hungry. Happy sandwich again, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for having us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.